نرحب بالجميع في ارشيف محمد حسين العمري. نعرض عليكم اليوم الجزء الثاني من ارشيف الموثق فتحي القطاع اليمن عام 1993 من ارشيف كنديان أوكسي. هذا الفيديو الوثائقي لليمن 1993. هذه النسخة هي باللغة الإنجليزية والجزء الأول كان باللغة العربية. نترككم مع هذا الفيديو الوثائقي. هنا يصور الأذان من الجامع الكبير وينتقل إلى الساحل. نترككم مع هذا الفيديو.
As long as men have worked the earth and parents have watched their children grow, the Yemeni soil has hidden a great treasure. The unearthing of that treasure has exceeded even the greatest of past hopes and dreams for a people and their country.
نشاهد هذه المناظرة في العام 1993. هكذا كان اليمن. أي سائح أو من يوثق هذه الأفلام لابد ما يدخل صنعاء من باب اليمن، وهو الباب الوحيد الباقي من 7 أبواب تم اندثرت.
Daylight has broken in the Republic of Yemen. Trucks take to highways, vessels make way to the sea. Communication systems come online, and workers of many nations converge on sites throughout the land as the production phase of the Yemen Masila Export Project is underway. A new day for a people and their country has begun. The Republic of Yemen is located on the southwestern corner of the Arabian Peninsula.
دعمنا والاشتراك وتفعيل جرس الإشعارات يأتيكم كل قديم ونادر. ميدان السبعين ونشاهد الهليكوبتر، وهذه أحد الاحتفالات التي أقيمت في ميدان السبعين في العيد الوحدة لعام 1993. كما نشاهد هذه الاحتفالات تخرج الدفعة حق 1993 من طلبة كلية الحربية والشرطة والطيران.
There was another vision. This one half a world away, at the head office of Canadian Occidental Petroleum Limited in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
أوكسي ومديرها الإقليمي الذي تم افتتاحها في مسيرة حضرموت.
مسيرة
كانت هذه الشركة. والآن نترككم مع التعليق الأجنبي الذي يوثقوا هذا الفيديو. يبدو أنه عرس في العام 1993. لمن بيشاهدنا أو المشتركين أكيد يعرف هذا العرس من خلال الأشخاص. وسينتقل إلى قرية القابل ووادي ظهر، حيث كنا نذهب في تلك الأيام كل الناس في دورة إلى العرس. ضروري ما يذهبوا إلى الجبل الأحمر هنا ويتم النصاع في وادي ظهر أو في قرية القابل كما نشاهد.
The obstacles faced in the achievement of these visions have been many. The remoteness of the region demanded that virtually all the equipment needed for this project be imported from suppliers across the globe. While in the heat of the desert, under the searing sun, the job continued. Communications facilities were erected, keeping project managers and administrators informed of all new developments. While in the field, with the din of many languages, overpowered by the roar of machinery, the job continued. On the shoreline, nature asserted herself. But upon first sign of retreat, the job continued. In the valleys and the trenches, over mountains, over distance, Canadian Oxy and their partners have conquered each challenge with imagination and determination. Today, the Yemen Masila Export Project has become a reality. The day of first oil has arrived.
They said it was not here, but together we found it. They said there was not enough, but together we found even more oil and more oil fields, allowing the project to grow to the benefit of all.
There is a celebration on this day. At the export terminal of Ash-Shahir, partners from across the globe gather to commemorate this historic event. Among the many dignitaries in attendance, the President of the Republic of Yemen, Ali Abdullah Saleh, and Dr. Raya Rani, Chairman, President, and Chief Executive Officer of Occidental Petroleum Corporation, and Chairman of the Board of Canadian Oxy.
It's a new way of doing business. What we have accomplished here defines a whole new role for business in today's world. Businesses no longer can stand apart from the people. Rather, they must become part of the fabric of society. And oil that is flowing through this facility is a monument to the vision and hard work of everyone and inaugurates a new era of prosperity.
On the cliffs of Wadi Dahar, there is a wedding on this day, where the traditions of the ages merge with the hidden fortunes of the future. A future filled with promise. But while celebrations carry forward throughout the country, in the field, the job continues. At the central processing facility, where the crude will be upgraded for transport down the 138-kilometer main pipeline, final construction continues. Between the cities of Al-Makalla and Ash-Shahir, finishing touches are made to the exterior of the sprawling export terminal. Its size, over 1,100 acres. Its storage capacity, 2.5 million barrels. The four 1,600 horsepower loading pumps are in place. Their mission, propel the crude through 4 kilometers of floating pipeline to the single point mooring system. Where waves pound the shore at the service vessel harbor, recent monsoons have impeded progress. Today, however, the forecast is optimistic, and reminders of the task at hand are everywhere. Amidst a backdrop of tradition, new buildings stand, a sign of the changes that have swept through the country. Changes manifested in many ways. Water runs freely, not water that once brought disease, but clean drinking water found during drilling and exploration. Children learn to read and write on school desks made from packing crates once used to ship the equipment imported for this project. Spearheading these improvements, the Community Affairs section of the Environmental Health and Safety Department of Canadian Oxy in Yemen, headquartered at the base camp of the Central Processing Facility.
I'm Gary Mann. I'm Manager of Environment, Health and Safety here in Yemen for Ken Oxy's Yemen operations. I've been in the country for a little over a year and a half, and I reside in Aden. Part of my job, though, relates to community affairs and establishment of a community affairs program. It's a program that we've really brought focus to in the last year and a half. We also felt it was important, too, to make the program more than a one-way street, as it had been in the past. So In late 92, we decided to change the format of the program somewhat to make it such that receiving communities have to put something back into the projects. And we're having some pretty good success so far. It strikes you that these kids really don't have the basics for education. Someone had a good idea, and that was, I think, to come up with making school desks out of some of this surplus material. We have a project here, we have a lot of materials coming in various packing crates, and there's a lot of waste wood material that otherwise would be perhaps burned or thrown away. With the help of CCC, our prime contractor out here, we have constructed over 700 desks. They definitely appreciate what we're doing. The volume gets turned up pretty quickly, and there's a fair bit of what appears to be heated discussion, but really they're just mulling over the facts as they see them.
Our main problem was electricity. We had no power in the area. Oxy understood that and moved quickly to help us. They also showed us how to administer the revenues from the power generator, and now we are making good profits.
We're running a couple of water projects for local villages. We're putting a fair bit of our budget into that project, but the community is also contributing back. They provided a lot of the local materials for building the water tank. It's being built mainly out of stones. And just basically, I'd call it a fair bit of sweat equity in that project.
Our younger generation is coming up and learning from the experts at Canadian Oxy, learning new ways to develop their villages.
We have invested a great deal of our corporate assets in this particular project, and for us to get a return on those assets, it has to be a very stable business environment. Oxy has always had an approach of trying to bring benefits to the local communities in which we operate. This is really no different than our domestic operations or really anywhere else in the world we undertake activities.
That changes their life, in fact. And most of the nomad Bedouins are now building homes and they're not moving anymore. So still less people are moving from place to place. But I'm hoping in a very near future, people will have homes and they will never stay under stones anymore. And this is very soon coming.
In the field, Yemeni workers are trained by Canadian Oxy and their partners. As they acquire skills they will continue to use past the year 2000, when full title to all oil wells and facilities will be returned to the Yemeni government. In the past, as a result of economic conditions, much of Yemen's labor force had to leave their country in search of work.
We'll have left an experienced cadre of Yemeni workers who understand the oil business and can continue on not only with Canadian Occidental but in whatever endeavor they want to pursue. We've already seen that. Hotels, restaurants, other types of businesses that the Yemeni people, being very entrepreneurial, being the world's original traders, are going ahead and establishing new businesses right now. And I think that's the lasting legacy.
Demonstrating the will of their country to succeed, the people of Yemen have played a vital role in the construction of their future. As this school day nears its completion, the workers of the future congregate. A letter of gratitude to Canadian Oxy and its partners is read.
Education is the way to develop our country, so we need to build our schools, and that's the way to build our country. Our happiness is unforgettable. Because we've been helped, we'll be able to help ourselves in the future.
In the marketplace, business is brisk on this day, as the economic benefits of this nationwide undertaking are felt at every level. In the agricultural regions of the Hadramaut, a harvest is reaped. On this day, the memories of poor crop yields due to drought are distant. For many, the workday is complete. As workers depart to their various destinations, they take with them the satisfaction of a job well done. Through an unprecedented venture, Canadian Oxy and its partners have created a legacy of independence for the Republic of Yemen and a legacy of pride and prosperity for its employees worldwide. And though progress continues, traditions are not forgotten. The Yemen Masila Export Project, once considered by outsiders to be a risky proposition for those involved, has become a successful benchmark for future operations. And for Canadian Occidental Petroleum Limited and its partners, a springboard to the future. A new way of doing business, indeed. First oil has arrived. There is a dinner on this evening. Addressing the audience, the Chief Executive Officer of Canadian Occidental Petroleum Limited, Mr. Bernard Isautier.
As we enter this new phase of our presence in Yemen, our commitment remains stronger than ever. We will operate efficiently and economically. We will explore for more reserves. We will want to contribute even more to the prosperity of this country. Let us move forward together and build upon our initial collective success. Thank you.
Twilight grows, and children gather for supper. On the plains, a bonfire is ignited as tribesmen rejoice, their harvest complete. In the city, another wedding, another celebration. On the shores of the Gulf of Aden, all is calm. In the desert, exploration will proceed through the night. And in the countryside, the celebration continues. A celebration of past accomplishment, a celebration of what lay ahead.
انتهى هذا الفيديو الوثائقي. لا تنسوا الاشتراك وتفعيل جرس الإشعارات ودعمنا ليصلكم بلايك كل الوثائق التي ستشاهدونها في هذا الارشيف، وهو ارشيفكم ارشيف محمد حسين العمري.